Tonight, I officially announce my retirement from the WWE.
John Cena's final match announcement. It's official. The date is set. The venue is locked in. And whether you're ready or not, John Cena is about to wrestle his very last match. December 13th, 2025. Circle it on your calendar. Set 17 alarms. Cancel all your plans. Because the man who told us we can't see him for over 2 decades is about to say goodbye in the most permanent way possible. Welcome back to the Wrestling Hidden Insight, and today we're talking about John Cena's final dance, and trust me, this is going to hit different. Let me start by saying this. John Cena's retirement has been the longest, most drawn-out farewell tour since Cher announced her final concert for the 15th time. Except this time it's real. This time there's an actual date. This time, WWE went ahead and made it official by announcing that Cena's final match will headline Saturday night's main event on December 13th at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. And when WWE makes something like this official, when they announce it with this much fanfare, you know it's happening. There's no takesy-backsies. There's no surprise comeback in 5 years. This is it. The end. The finale. The last chapter of one of the greatest careers in professional wrestling history. Now, Cena himself took to social media because of course he did and posted about the announcement. He called it his last dance, his final, and honestly, that phrase alone is enough to make you feel some type of way. One last dance. Final. 12/13/25. That's what he wrote on Twitter or X or whatever we're calling it this week. And you can feel the weight of those words. This isn't just another match. This isn't just another stop on the road. This is the culmination of 23 years of blood, sweat, tears, sacrifice, and hustle, loyalty, and respect. This is John Cena closing the book on a career that has defined an entire generation of wrestling fans. But here's where it gets interesting. Here's where the story takes a turn that's very, very John Cena. Despite all the hype, despite the announcement, despite the date and the venue being locked in, WWE has not revealed who Cena's opponent will be. That's right. We know when. We know where. But we have no idea who. And that mystery? That uncertainty? That's what's going to have the entire wrestling world buzzing for the next 2 months. Because picking John Cena's final opponent isn't just about booking a match. It's about legacy. It's about storytelling. It's about making sure that the last image we have of John Cena as an active wrestler is absolutely perfect. So who's it going to be? Well, funny you should ask, because Cena himself recently addressed this exact question at Fan Expo Boston. A fan stood up and asked him point blank, "Who do you want to face in your last match?" And Cena, being the philosopher that he is, gave an answer that was somehow both simple and profound at the same time. He said he's never picked his opponents in 23 years, and he's not about to start now. He said he's always lived by the philosophy that life deals you opportunities every single day, and you do the best you can with what life gives you. So whoever challenges him for that last one, he's going to give it his best shot. He doesn't want to pick an opponent. Now let's pause here for a second and appreciate how incredibly John Cena that answer is. This man could have anybody. Literally anybody. He could call up Triple H right now and say, "I want Roman Reigns," or "I want Randy Orton," or "I want CM Punk," or "I want whoever," and they'd make it happen. But instead, he's leaving it up to fate. He's leaving it up to WWE Creative. He's trusting the process. And that's either the most zen thing I've ever heard, or it's John Cena being diplomatic because he doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings by not picking them. Probably a little bit of both, honestly. But let's talk about the elephant in the ring. Who should John Cena's final opponent be? Because this is a debate that's going to rage until December 13th. The internet is going to explode with fantasy booking. Every wrestling podcast is going to dedicate entire episodes to this topic. And everyone's going to have an opinion because everyone wants to be right about this. Some people are going to say it should be Roman Reigns, the guy who inherited Cena's spot as the face of the company. Some are going to say it should be Randy Orton, Cena's longtime rival and one of his best opponents ever. Some are going to say it should be someone younger, someone who can benefit from that rub, someone who can carry the torch into the future. And here's where the rumors come in. Earlier this year, Gunther's name was floating around as a potential opponent for Cena's retirement match. And honestly, that makes a ton of sense. Gunther is the ring general. He's one of the best in-ring workers in the entire company. He's a legitimate badass who brings credibility to every match he's in. Having Gunther as Cena's final opponent would be WWE saying we're passing the torch to the future, and that future is in very capable hands. Plus, imagine the story they could tell. The old guard versus the new guard. The legend versus the rising star. It writes itself. But then, and this is where it gets juicy, A recent report revealed that a surprising name has emerged as a potential opponent for Cena's last match. Now, the report doesn't explicitly say who that surprising name is, which is frustrating because hello, we want to know. But it's enough to make you wonder. Is it someone unexpected? Is it someone from the past coming back for one more match? Is it someone who's been off our radar but makes perfect sense when you think about it? The mystery is killing us and WWE knows it. They're playing this perfectly, letting the speculation build, letting the anticipation grow because by the time December 13th rolls around, everyone is going to be tuning in to see who steps through that curtain. Now let's talk about what John Cena's retirement actually means for WWE and for wrestling in general. Because this isn't just another wrestler hanging up his boots. This is John Cena. This is the guy who carried WWE on his back for over a decade. This is the guy who main evented WrestleMania more times than most wrestlers even appear at WrestleMania. This is the guy who transcended wrestling and became a legitimate Hollywood star while still making time to come back and put people over. Alright, that's where we are, folks. John Cena's last match is set for December 13th at Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C. We know when, we know where, but we don't know who. And that mystery is what's going to keep us talking, speculating, and obsessing for the next 2 months. If you made it this far, thank you for being here for this moment with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications because here at the Wrestling Hidden Insight, we're dropping multiple videos every single day with all the latest wrestling news, rumors, and updates. Drop a comment below and tell me who you think should be John Cena's final opponent. Who would give him the send-off he deserves. And make sure you share this video with any John Cena fans in your life because this is history in the making, and we're all witnessing it together. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay locked into the Wrestling Hidden Insight, where we bring you the stories that matter most in the world of wrestling.